Born in Chicago, Illinois in 1914, Jack Carlton Moore was the youngest of three sons. He was a circus acrobat by the age of 8 and would appear at the Chicago World's Fair in 1934 on the trapeze. He found success with the John Robert Powers modeling agency before moving to Hollywood. He was convinced to change his name to Clayton Moore. He found work as a bit player in B-Westerns and was the lead in 4 of Republic Studios serials, The Perils of Nyoka, The Crimson Ghost, Jesse James Rides Again, and G-Men Never Forget. During World War II, he enlisted in the U.S. Army Air Force and served with that branch's first motion picture unit. He is most fondly remembered for his role as the Lone Ranger alongside his faithful Indian companion Tonto, played by Jay Silverheels. He was replaced during the 3rd season by John Hart, another serial veteran, but returned to finish out the final 2 seasons, including season 5, which was shot in color. After completion of the film, The Lone Ranger and the Lost City of Gold in 1958, Moore made a career of personal appearances, TV guest spots, and classic commercials as the Masked Man. In 1979, Jack Rather obtained a court order prohibiting Clayton Moore from making any future appearances in the Lone Ranger mask. Clayton changed his costume slightly and added some wraparound sunglasses and countersued Rather. The lawsuit led to Rather's film, The Legend of the Lone Ranger, to bomb at the box office as the public sided with Moore. He was quoted as saying he had fallen in love with the Lone Ranger character and strove in his personal life to take the Lone Ranger creed to heart. This, coupled with his public fight to retain the right to wear the mask, made Moore and his character inseparable. He was so identified as the Lone Ranger that he is the only person on the Hollywood Walk of Fame to have his character's name along with his on the star, which reads, Clayton Moore, the Lone Ranger. He was inducted into the Stuntman's Hall of Fame in 1982, and in 1990 was inducted into the Western Performers Hall of Fame at the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. He also was awarded a place on the Western Walk of Fame in Old Town Newhall, California. Clayton Moore died in December of 1999 after suffering a heart attack. Don't go away. You don't want to miss what's coming next.